Here's somebody I want to tell you I listen to. I listen to their whole discography in terms of their projects. Brent Faiyaz.
Hold on.
I have never listened to a Brent Faiyaz project nor a song ever before, but this man, he used to collect the vinyls a few years ago, and I didn't know who he was. All I knew was something about a Saunders son. That's all I knew. And you had the vinyls. I think you sold them at one point.
Right.
And then they came back out. You didn't know, and I saw the link, and I sent it to you, and you bought them again.
Right.
But then you ended up selling them again. So I was like, all right.
Hey, stop putting my business out the street. Come on, man. Stop
Hey,
it.
I try to make the block high. But, I mean, I was making the block high because I was jamming all this music in the car, and it was pure heat. But I listened to Saunders son. I think that's his first actual album project. And I thought it was cool. I thought it was good. I was like, all right, he's not giving me a stellar performance vocally or anything like that, which I wasn't looking for because I think modern day R&B really doesn't have that.
Right, you really don't have it.
So I don't really look for that. So I heard it. I was like, all right, this is chill. But my thing was the consensus online is that he's super toxic.
Yeah.
Like the whole meme culture around Brent Faiyaz,
yeah.
he's toxic. And so I was like, all right, let me listen to another project of his. So I heard F the World EP. Okay. And I was like, okay. These beats bumping right now. And he's riding these beats pretty well. So I was like, all right.
Pause?
No. All play, sir.
He was riding.
You got to play these beats in the car while you're riding. Pause on that, though. Pause on that. But when it came to actually listening to, because I didn't listen to, I was afraid of Wasteland, which is his biggest project.
Yeah, that's the one that came out.
It was the one that's like an hour.
2019, right?
2019, 2020.
Yeah.
It was the one that was, I guess, most popular on TikTok, and it debuted, I think, at number 2 on Billboard.
Yeah.
And I was afraid, so I was like, all right, let me skip that. Let me listen to his latest project instead.
Oh, that's the mixtape he put out, right?
The one with the Larger Than Life.
Yeah, Larger
And I heard that, I'm like, all right, I like some of the samples in here.
Yeah.
He's not giving me that toxic feel that I feel like everybody talks about, so I'm like, where does this come from?
Right.
And so I listened to that project. I thought it was good, but I don't think it was great. I thought it was all right. I think he deviates a lot, and I think that the beats are too much for him at points, and I think the features kind of take away from it. There were some songs I didn't really want features on them like that. And so then after that, I was like, all right, it's time for me to listen to Wastelands, and God, that project is amazing.
You like
That's
it?
probably like one of the best projects I heard this month.
For real?
Like one of my favorites, at least, from this month so far.
You know, I don't revisit that album.
Wasteland? I think Wasteland as a whole, conceptually and thematically, I think it fits well. I see why they call him toxic.
Yeah.
Even though I don't want to run with that narrative because his other projects, he don't really display that. But listening to Wasteland, from the story he's telling, from the songs, the actual song structure, the beats, some of the features on there as well, the production, I'm like, all right, this project is actually pretty good.
I don't want to get ahead of you. Did you listen to Paradox EP?
I listen. Which one is that one? Is
That's
that
the one
where he's
him
like
smoking. Yeah.
I listened to it. I didn't like it like that.
Okay, I love it. That was like kind of my introduction.
I like the Lost.
Did you listen to Saunders?
With him
the album. With the collective with him, D-Pat.
That's the one I forgot because I listened to that one right before I listened to Larger Than Life.
Okay, cool.
So I listened to that. I'm like, all right, I get it. It's a bit longer. It's a bit more ballad-like, I want to say. Has a longer song. You know, Brett is not doing his thing vocally, but it's like he kind of has longer stretches to kind of like express himself a bit more vocally on that.
Yeah, right? Yeah. Fire.
It's good. It's good. I guess for me, I really like Wasteland. To me, Wasteland was a really good project in terms of bringing me an actual story with what you're trying to present. So.
I might have to revisit it, bro. It been because to be honest, you know, I would listen to him like since 2015. So it's like now it's like I ain't gonna lie, like by 2018 I kind of was like
you fizzled out on him.
I fizzled out on Brent, bro.
I enjoyed him overall. Like I was listening to all this stuff back to back, and I feel like from his discography, he's giving me a good variety and range, especially for an R&B artist, especially with something like Larger Than Life, where it has more bigger, louder production, especially with more hip hop based production. Saunders a bit more chill. Saunders a bit more chill, a bit more laid back. It kind of gives you those.
It's more introspective. Moments. It's more introspective.
And I did like that, but I really like Wasteland because of the story it presents, some of the production, like I said, some of the features, and I like the fact of. He has such a nice presence on there that the features aren't overbearing at all. Yeah. That was my biggest problem with Larger Than Life, which is like his mixtape.
It's a mixtape, so that's why I felt like he wanted to, you know.
I think it's like his self-label debut mixtape or something like that, like his own label, and he debuted. That's what he debuted.
Lost Boys.
Yeah, I think so. So yeah, overall, Brent Faiyaz, pretty good in my opinion.
Hey, bro.
I'm anticipating his next project.
Now you're a man of culture, bro. I've been trying to tell you, bro. Those mixes, Brent used to be in those mixes. You know that.
No,
those old mixes we used to make.
You know what's funny?
He made appearances, bro.
I never knew Brent was so big because some of the songs I was listening to on Wasteland, I'm like, I heard this on TikTok. I'm like, I heard this on TikTok too. Yeah. I'm like, dang, I heard this one on TikTok.
He got big in 2019 like crazy. Yeah, like Crew put eyes on him. But like
who's that?
Crew, the Gold Link. Slockly.
Oh, Crew, the song.
Crew,
the song. I thought that was an actual collective or something.
The song.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I heard him on that, and I was like, he's not really. I mean, obviously, he's the one that made that song.
Yeah, because of the hook.
The hook is
was
just
nice.
so infectious when you hear it.
See
So
money all around
yeah,
me.
that hook is so hard. But
my bad.
overall, Brent Faiyaz, pretty good in my opinion. I will be following his career from here on out.
Hey, B. Come on, man. Pound.
Hey, we
leads. Come on.
All right, another project that I've already talked about that